Yeah, another easy win this afternoon for the backers of the top one. Han Solo, Glenn Kotson and his team. John taking care of the yard here in KZN. I see Glenn Kotson, Kay Kotson, you're going to tell us who's that? And Mrs. Wintle as well, but who also bred the son of Master of My Face. Kathy.
No, it's Kyan, actually. It's his son, Kyan.
Kyan.
Yeah. Well done to Glenn and to Kathy and all them having lunch at the moment, so well done to them. And to Anton, thank you very much. I think the 1400 was a bit sharp last time. He's just learning to race his horse, and I think he's improving. So well done to him back at the yard, and to Anton for a nice ride.
Oh, nice way to end it off. John, short and sweet. Give our best to Glenn as well.
Oh, well, thanks, Dees.
Lovely. Fantastic. Anton, another great day at the office. 50% win strike rate. When we look at the card, 8 races, 4 belong to you.
Yeah, Dees, I had a reasonable card today. You know, sometimes we sound like a stuck record, but we just have to thank the trainers and the owners, you know. When they give us a leg up, it's up to us. And I wouldn't say more often than not, but we do mess it up. And it takes a lot for them to get horses to the course, you know, and fancied horses as well. But it does come with a responsibility. And you just go out there, and I've mentioned this before, you know, the result is out of your control. But you aim to try and ride the correct race. And there are many variables when the gates open.
Yes.
Obviously, it makes it a lot easier. You've got a good draw. You've got a form horse. Obviously, that makes the job a lot easier. And I'd go as far as saying you could throw your colours in the jockey room. Honestly, you could take your pick. It's not as if that we make a difference on horses that win like that, you know. And I've always believed that with the jocks. You know, between the best and the worst, I really don't believe there is much, you know. It's a case of, it's a confidence factor, and often getting on the horse at the right time, Dees. And yeah, very lately I've been able to get on horse at the right time, which as I say, I'm very grateful for all the support. And it's the trainers, their job's a lot harder than ours, rest assured.
It's a massive compliment that you've paid your colleagues in the jockey room, and you know, well done on that. But you're so modest. I've had a chat to you numerous times off air. You're so modest when it comes to what you've achieved, your ability in the saddle. You take it, you know, so humbly.
Dees, it's because I really mean it. I mean, honestly, I think you can throw your colours in the jockey room. You know, obviously, a lot of emphasis is placed on possibly jockeys that are in form, but even being in form, we make mistakes. I mean, I'm in reasonable form at the moment, and look what happened when I rode baby shoes. I should remind everybody about it, you know. But it's the harsh reality of it, you know. I mean, it was. I don't want to be blasphemous, but it was tantamount to a crucifixion. It was terrible, you know. But it happened. So I really mean that with all the jockeys throughout the country. I really and truly do.
Coming back to this horse, I didn't tell the punters to earn the side of caution. What I said was, your comment was, if it was the poly track, you'd have been a bit more confident. But he certainly showed himself up on the turf this afternoon. DC
did, you know. Obviously, I do err on the side of caution. It's sometimes we know too much, you know. But his grass work has never been, you know, anything to suggest it's the wow factor, you know. And he had one run on the poly, needing the run desperately, and ran an absolute cracker first time out, you know. And in fairness, it was too short for him last time, patently too short. But, you know, he gallops with, you know, decidedly moderate horses at home. That's not to say that every horse is a workhorse, they're not, you know. Yes. But he really and truly doesn't show you much on the turf. So, you know, there's probably a lot of positives to be taken out of this run. That he did produce on the turf today, you know, albeit it wasn't the strongest field. Once again, I've got to thank the trainers. Big thank you to John. Also, absolute pleasure to work with. And to Glenn and Kathy, well done. Hopefully, I believe they've got a share in the horse. Mm-hmm. I didn't look at the ownership, unfortunately, but just a fantastic day, and just really grateful for the support. There isn't really much more can I add than that.
I think a nice way to cap it off will be, it's now a build-up, Sunday leading into the week. It's our big racing weekend down in Cape Town, 2 days at the Alomaround Queen's Plate. With regards to your mount, is it all systems go?
Yeah, Dees, I went down to Cape Town yesterday, I galloped him. He's in a very good place. He's certainly one of the better horses that I've ever sat on. I don't believe that he's close to to the furnished horse that he's capable of. You know, he still does a fair amount wrong, and despite that, he's still winning. You know, 10 out of 10 times I'll say that I believe he'll be more effective over a bit of a trip, but I'm very excited to be on his back.
I thought we'll ask a few more questions. That's why I kept you this long. The shade is lovely, Anton, compared to the heat out there. It's beautiful in the shade.
Yeah, it is. It's been testing out there today. You know, obviously, you know, fortunately for me, I haven't had to work too hard. But despite that, it's a lot more pleasant now than what it was 2-3 hours ago.
Well, Anton, always a pleasure. Well done today. 4 on the card, and safe travels back home.
Thank you, Dees.
Lovely, Anton Marcus, and let's get the winning groom in. Warren's been patiently waiting there with the 1,000 rand to give to Becky, the winning groom of horse number 3, Han Solo. And that's a wrap of our race meeting. We thank all the guys. Sheldon Peters upstairs calling all 8 races. We had Assimilation and Matthew, Mr. Fish, in the Obi van. I've been working alongside the talented Mlu throughout the afternoon. And Warren Linferno was around. He did a race with us. Thanks to Warren for that as well. And from myself, Dees Dianan, enjoy what's left of your weekend. You take care. Salani Gashle. Our star of the day was Anton Marcus, riding 4 of the 8 races. He had a wonderful afternoon. Of course, he had some fairly decent mounts on the day, but it was really nice to see him deliver for the punters. Of course, he opened up the meeting, and then he went on to win the last 3 races on the card. But the horse that I thought was most impressive of the bunch, and he's got his issues, he's got his breathing issues, he's got issues with his legs, etc. Dennis Bosch has done an outstanding job on this individual. Have a look at this win, carrying 62 kgs, Shantyman.
Effortless Award on the left-hand side, Calvary's on the right, Captain's Girl. Shantyman now gets the shake-up to come forward, 3 lengths to make up. At the 300, Calvary. Shantyman now starts to come extreme outside.